Welcome, 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 everybody. It is time for the TCG World AMA here on March 22nd, 2024. And I've got, obviously, my co-host here, John Dixon, with me here in BizDev. How you doing, John?
Very, very good. I can't believe somebody was filming our secret meeting arranging the AMA.
What the heck?
Where was that camera?
Yeah, you got to keep your eyes on your six always. And of course,
Always.
We've got some very special guests with us today, as we've been teasing about that. And the time has come. We've got our CEO, Mr. David Evans, here with us. David, how are you doing today?
Good, PJ. Thank you to PJ and John for having Jace and I on today.
Absolutely. It's our pleasure. And of course, Jace Falkenberg. How are you doing, Jace? Our CGO. How are you doing?
I've literally just woken up, and that was why we were late.
Hey, better late than never. And we're glad you're here, Jace. This has been a long-awaited, huge AMA, guys. We've been working very hard. Everybody, the entire team, for all the community members and everybody out there who's keeping our eye on TCG World. When we're excited about all this content we're going to unpack today. And I'm super excited that we've got our two big dogs here with us to give you all this news. So we're going to go ahead and jump into the program. I know you're all itching and excited to see what we have to unpack here today. So kind of getting into the materials here today. We're going to start with some project updates with David Evans. He's going to kick us off here. Some really cool stuff going on behind the scenes. So David, let's go ahead and jump into the first area that we want to update folks on, and that's the game user interface that we've got coming.
Yeah, so this week we've added Ivan and Misha into the group because they started with us a couple of months ago, and the work they've been doing on the UI and the website is absolutely phenomenal. So we're literally at the final touches stages now with all of the UI. So today we kind of wanted to share how the UI is looking, and in turn that kind of gives away a few of the newer features that are coming into World.
All right. So should we jump into maybe the lobby screen image that we have, right?
Yeah, let's go into the lobby.
We'll share that all to the folks now. So we've got the lobby image here with one of the avatars. Maybe you can just kind of give us a lowdown of what we're seeing here and taking in. That'd be great, David.
So in the lobby, obviously, we're keeping with the theme of parties and groups joining as a lobby and then coming into the world together. But you'll see on the lobby screen there the different game modes. So you've got the open world game mode. So that's something we'll touch on a little bit later. But the whole idea is to bring the website and the lobby and the UI together so we get a really good branded message across for TCG World.
It's super crisp and tremendously better than what we've had before.
That looks amazing in the WebGL.
I mean, as a gamer,
plus
what
buttons
do you...
as well. You can guess what those plus buttons mean.
Huh?
Yeah, so plus buttons are to add more people.
Yeah, exactly.
There you go.
So
okay.
It reminds everybody this isn't a single player experience, is it? This is all about everybody playing together as a community and having some fun with friends. And I can see it's already ready for friends to be added to that, just like what we've got in WebGL right now.
Yeah.
Great. And then,
so then
David,
you've got across the top, you've got your achievements, quest, store, market, events, avatar or character, where obviously we're still with Ready Player Me, so you can customize your own avatar to come into the main world.
Perfect. And then the next image we have with the user interface is the crafting, the items and all that as they're collecting those and crafting them.
So this is one of the things we've kept fairly quiet on because we wanted to develop it and we wanted to build out something unique. So we've actually developed, I'll call it a sustainable crafting, farming, fishing, gathering model where everything forms part of the crafting menu. So whether you're fishing, farming, chopping down trees, gathering wood, everything has to come into the crafting system. And we've devised it in a way that players have to engage with every region, every aspect of the gameplay in order to build up the economy and build up the items to build your homes, your businesses. Everything in the world is connected. But here's the kicker. So we've developed a sustainable model where we'll use an example, 10,000 wood per day. So players can go out and throughout the day, there'll be 10,000 trees available to be chopped down, as an example. That means then if John needs 500 wood to upgrade his house and Jace needs 2,000 to upgrade his, we work together as a community, as guilds, as players to bring that engagement, to trade, to sell things on the marketplace. And because of our new gasless blockchain, which we'll get to soon, it means that every item is on the blockchain. So all of a sudden, instead of having 10, 20, 30 different NFTs, we've got thousands of potential different NFTs that players can trade between each other to create the economy. So some players may want to go fishing, and they may want to catch 100 fish a day, bring that back to their guild and say, right, guys, who needs this fish? Who needs this? And everybody works together to build the economy and build the world. So instead of just having access to the in-game builder and having no sort of, requirements to get to that point, now everybody works together to unlock different features throughout the whole game.
Very, very cool, David. I know some people might be asking about our coin and how that comes to play in with the economy and everything. We got a big bomb that's coming later on about blockchain, but we'll hold on that for now. But what about TCG2? Can we talk to that at all about how it relates to this economy?
So obviously everything is sellable on the marketplace. So if you chop down 100 trees and somebody wants to buy 100 trees, you use TCG2 to buy them on the marketplace. So every item can be traded, transferred, or sold on the marketplace. So all of a sudden, a farmer may grow 20 tomatoes. John wants to go and buy those tomatoes. You may pay a couple of TCG2. But once you get hundreds or thousands of people doing that every day, all day, every day, that builds the economy.
Fantastic.
So it's all about scarcity, rarities on each item, the fun aspect of the gameplay. Players can choose what type of gameplay they want. They don't have to go and chop down trees. They can just pick them up off the marketplace. They don't have to go fishing. But by doing all these different aspects of gameplay, the free-to-play aspect is a lot more enjoyable. And by limiting the amount of resources available per day, it creates a builder economy where players can interact with each other, work as guilds, work as individuals, and really unlock items for themselves to use.
That's very exciting. Guys, you want to add anything on that? Jace and John, what's your guys' thoughts on this?
I'll just state the obvious that lumps of wood will be worth less than, say, a sword that you might craft using the wood. So everything will be, as Dave says, scalable. If you want to spend time crafting, but you don't want to spend time gathering, so you may end up buying the wood rather than gathering the wood, but then craft it into items that will be worth more than, say, the original components.
Wow.
So then you've got that kind of like economy of people who gather, people who craft, people who level up to be able to make rarer craftable items. So I'm looking forward to that myself.
Nice.
To be making the rare craft items, which will be worth more.
And a lot of time has been spent on this from John, myself, Mark, and others to really kind of go into the minute details of it and how we tie everything together. So, if you capture a sprite, it may drop a certain type of loot, but then that sprite's only available in a certain area. So you've got to travel to that area, find the sprite, catch the sprite, then that item becomes yours to use within your crafting menu.
Exactly. It's all about exploring the world, a massive world, and each part of the world will have certain things that are rarer or more common, or things that only appear in certain parts of the world. So, yeah.
Well, so speaking of items and collecting, I think the next UI image is a good segue to that, David. And that's the items that you have in your pack, right? And as you're going around the world. So yeah, if you could talk us through this image too, that'd be great.
Yeah, so look, the inventory is what it says. So as you gather items and resources, you collect them into your inventory, but there are limitations. So you'll be able to build additional storage on your plot, so you can store more items than the free-to-play players, but it gives players that own land the advantage to store more and more items. Similar to farms can farm a certain amount of crops, but then they can also store that if they don't want to sell it on the marketplace. They can build up their core supplies. and just gather more materials. So everything goes into the inventory, but there's limitations onto how much you can have without building extra storage.
Interesting. Yes.
Also, as you can see on that picture as well, each item's got its own rarity as well, which goes back to that situation where you've got your base items, which will be classed as very common, but then you've got your rare items, which would go through those previous rarities that Jace has mentioned on previous AMAs.
And just to add in, we're not going to make everybody build crafting tables and things on their plots. They will be available in public space areas, so not to take up your plot space, so you can go to different places to craft.
Not to bring up other games, but yes, David, that's great point made there. Absolutely, yes. So with that, David, kind of going through additional items that we have in the UI, I think, there's two areas that people may have picked up on, one of them at least on the menu items there, that I like to jump in next with you about as it relates to the whole user interface that we're revamping here at TCG World. And that's kind of going into the fishing. And I know, John, you're going to have a 2 cents here, there, that you want to, or 2 pence. I don't know what you want to say
fishing.
that. He loves fishing. Yes.
Yeah.
So with fishing, we've got this beautiful picture on the lake with a yacht sitting there. David, this first one kind of shows, ice pools in the north. This kind of a label here for this one. Kind of thoughts on what we're seeing here right now in this image. That'd be great.
So there's a few different aspects to the fishing. So obviously we've got the UI or the HUD that you're seeing now, which gives you the kind of interface when you're fishing. But then we've got tackle shops. We've got the North challenges and quests. So each area will have different fish available. So you may have sea fish, river fish, lake fish. And again, the idea is to travel around the world and explore and fish in different locations, find different fish. Then again, the sustainability comes in where there's only a limited number of each fish available per day. Then you get into the competitions and the guilds and the battles, and it's about how you spend your time in the world. You may find a sweet spot for fishing that you get more fish, and you don't tell anybody about that spot. It's all about how you want to play the game.
The thing is, we're going to have different rods, different baits, different areas, different fish, and it's all about being in the right area with the right rod, with the right bait, catching certain fish at the right time, if we can do it, facing in the right direction with the right hat on. All those kind of things where people are going to start to work out for themselves what works for them. And hopefully we get a community that's spreading ideas and advice as to how to get that rare, elusive fish. Because if a competition that week says to hand in a certain type of fish, you're going to need to know how to get that fish and what you need to get that fish. So we're looking forward to hopefully people creating their own communities and forums where they discuss, as Jace says, whether it's best to catch it in the rain or in the sun, in whatever area. Looking forward to that.
So is that what the fish energy is about? Is that like how good of a spot you're in when you're looking at, what does that actually mean there? I'm kind of curious.
That's how tired the fish is, how much energy it has left once it's on the hook.
Ah, okay.
So
it's not just a click button fishing. No, you've got to wrestle with the fish, just like real life. Where if it's a very weak, normal, common fish, then it'll be easy. But some fish will have a bit of character and put up a bit of a struggle. There
you go. Very good, very good. And then we've got kind of, there's leveling that happens here too, I think, where, it shows in this image where you've reached the second level here. Is that kind of as you're progressing and getting better as a fisherman? Or how exactly does that work, the leveling process?
Yeah, John, I'll let you go into the progressions. Okay. I know you love this side of it.
Yeah. Essentially, you're going to have different fish and different fish of different hardness. So basically, they'll have levels, let's say. So on day one, you might need to catch lots and lots of common fish. But on day one, you won't be able to go off and catch a shark. You'll need to work your way through the ranks to get to that point, which is essentially leveling up. So if you say a level 20 fisher, then you're going to be open to getting those level 20 to 25 fish. I don't want to say too much. I don't want to spoil all the surprises. No. But what we're going to do is have it where you need to really explore, catch lots of different types of fish, and work you through that up that ladder of experience before you can really go out there and get those big catfish.
Perfect. Thanks, John. That makes a ton of sense. Yeah, and I love that. And we had a picture of a herring there that it shows once you catch it. That's a really nice UI and showing the splashing of the water underneath it and the spotlight on what you caught. I think that's a really well done job, guys, on that user interface. That's just showing the success of that catch. So I think the last couple of images we have, and I think David, you had mentioned a little bit about those. That was the tackle shops where you go around with the different types of fish. And this is I let you kind of talk to this. There's bait, and then there's also the different types of fish that are sitting in here in this tackle shop.
Yeah, so look, for now, let's just show everybody the bait and the fish, and kind of, this is all up to the sustainability and the challenges that we create. So every week there can be a different challenge. So it may be 100 grouper, it may be 100 minnow. And the idea is we have the leaderboard. So whoever's the top fisherman each week can win a prize. So we can actually build out different events and challenges for the whole community to get involved and play.
Nice. Really nice. Okay. All right, good. So that takes us through the fishing elements of the user interface, which is the colors. I mean, I hope it does it justice to all the viewers, because what we're seeing here in these images
it does.
are, oh my gosh, I'm not looking in the game right now, but yeah, thank you, Jace. It's
it looks incredible.
Absolutely.
It pops, doesn't it? Really pops.
Geez, that's what you want to see. The final one is the garage, and I know, Jace, you're going to get a little giddy here, I'm sure, because you know the mystery boxes are near and dear to you. But yeah, David, with these ones, we're talking about the garage, right? With you got or garage. How do you say it? Oh, I don't know how you say it. Garage.
Garage.
Okay, I want to make
Dave. You know how I say it, don't you?
Yeah.
Garage.
It's a garage.
A garage.
All right, so it's the garage that we say in the U.S. David, this looks beautiful. How the cars are in there. This is, I would imagine, your inventory. Is that what we're looking at here, or how is this? How is this playing?
So the first page is the inventory page, where it shows all the different types of cars you've got. Obviously, there's only 4 in there at the minute, but more will be added as we go through the process. It's just a really nice, clean way to see your vehicle. And then as you go into the individual pages, there's a lot more information on the car. Do you want to go to the first one?
Yeah, let's go into the rarity, the rare one, which is the Octane. Yeah, David, please. Yeah.
So you'll see straight off the bat, we've got our rental option. So you can now rent the vehicles as well. But also we've added different stats to the vehicle. So you've got your fuel tank, your wheels, and things like that, so that players maintain the vehicles. We haven't confirmed or denied or decided fully on fuel yet. It's still a bit of an open debate. I know some people love the idea of having fuel for the vehicles. We've got the capacity to do it, so we may add that in soon so that people have to refuel their car as they're driving around the world.
Okay. When EV?
When
no
Elon,
we want to pollute TCG World.
Yay!
Yeah, so maybe Elon wants to bring his Teslas in the world. I don't know. We'll see in the future,
I think that's
right?
what we're waiting for.
Okay. Moving on with the
reserve that for Elon.
There we go. Perfect, Jace. Perry T4 is the epic one. Same thing, same concepts. Obviously, different ratings for that, right, David? But again, the colors are gorgeous, beautiful. I love how you guys have done this.
So good in the WebGL. Like they're popping.
Good.
Wow. Absolutely.
Yeah, look, the UI is something I'm really excited for. We spent a lot of time really going into the details of every page, and the team that we've got building it are amazing.
And these, I think this just goes to show you these mystery boxes are special, right? Because, Jace, we had at one stream there talking about how these was the very first, the OG collection, right, of TCG World's cars.
Yeah.
So very special, near and dear to everyone's hearts here on the team. And I absolutely love how you guys are showcasing them here in the garage, or however you want to say it around the world. But place where you park your car, let's just call it that, or care. I don't know. Anyway, moving on. But yeah, those look really good, guys. That was the user interface. Kind of moving along in the content here, we also we got a new website coming, David, right? We've been talking about this thing.
Yes.
Oh my gosh, please.
Well, a little bit of backstory on this. So we had a team that we brought on board to do the website. They completely remade all of the different pages, and it was looking great. And then the team started working on the UI. And you know when something just drops, you're like, I love that so much.
Oh.
Now we have to redo the website with the same guys to bring that in so that it matches with the UI. And it's one of those that, you know, whilst we've built out the back end and everything for the new website, I would rather spend a few more weeks and get it perfect rather than launch it and then make changes. So we're going to take the time to do it properly. And Ivan and his team that are doing the UI are now bringing the website into the same look, feel, quality. This, I don't know if you've shown the image yet, but this image may not even make it. We've got a few different homepage options. This is one that I really, really love.
Yes, the first one here that I'm going to tee up here for everyone is the I don't even know what do we have a name for this guy yet? Maybe we don't yet, but
we haven't announced the name yet.
Big red lava guy. Let's just call him that for now. But
Big red.
Big red. Yeah, there you go.
I love the look of it. You'll see the kind of the branding between the UI and the website is kind of blending together now. The black and white logo, you'll notice that.
I do.
I think it just looks really, really cool. So yeah, we're close to the design. The back end is pretty much all built out. So implementing the images, we'll probably say end of April to get the new website up and running.
Perfect. And I can see the theme from what we just showed on the UI and see it translating already in your vision here for the website. And I mean, I won't speak for the community. We'll hear from them in a bit at the end of the program here, but it absolutely blends really well now and looks super crisp and feels cohesive compared to, you know, what we have today. So I think, you know, the wait's going to be worth it. Definitely, from my opinion here,
David. Exactly.
Yeah.
It's better to do it properly, get it perfect, and then have everything released at once.
We have the next image, David, is our famous baby dragons, talking about it being more than a game. Those cherry blossoms in the background, colors are popping big time here. Looks like a play button, maybe a video playing in the background there. But yeah, looks like the imagery they'll see kind of at maybe the homepage, I guess.
This is the quandary at the minute is which one's going to make it to the homepage, and we may put out a couple of options for the community.
Okay.
But yeah, the team is really impressing us with what they're creating. So we will see how everything pieces together and then maybe put a couple of options out for votes.
Or have the banner like going from one to another to another.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Like kind of like a scrolling
like a
thing, right?
Slideshow.
Yeah, there you go. And then you're showing us here on the website the About Us, and this Sprite is super cute. I love this one. And tell us, again, this is one of the pages we're showing here as opposed to the homepage. Tell us a little bit about this one with the yellow guy here, the Sprite.
So Roy is the yellow teddy. So he just kind of came about as his own special little character. It was one of the designs that we did that didn't really have a family of three. So we decided to just run with him on his own. He's going to be a legendary Sprite. And he's just one of the really cool characters that's coming to TCG World for Season 2.
Dang. Okay. Yeah. And we've been focused on Season 1 lately, rightfully so. But Season 2, I know everybody's very excited for that. I know there's been an imagery we've been showing out of just still images of what they look like kind of as a group, but not fully completed yet. But this is really cool. Season 2, another glimpse at that, right?
We have about 30 out of the 50 for Season 2 completed, animated, in-world, tested, ready to go. The remaining ones are probably end of April, beginning of May, that we should finish those. So we're going to launch with Season 1. Knowing that Season 2 are in the background, ready to come out pretty soon after that. So the idea is we want everybody to capture all of the Season 1 sprites, level them up, battle, and then have that content ready to come straight into World with Season 2.
Perfect. Excellent. You got to move into the next one. It's now highlighting the 4 unique regions. That's not changing at all. We got the website with some better imagery here for sure. Got a link, it looks like, to the marketplace as well.
Yeah, everything's been revamped. So this is just a small preview of all of the pages, just for everyone to see how it's kind of looking.
And then the last one, David, I mean, I'm going to let you talk to this one. What's Legends of Meta? What is that?
So as we kind of looked at the home screen earlier on, we've got different game modes. So we've got the family-friendly Metaverse game mode. The sprites and the dragons are our Legends of Meta. So all the sprites have the Legends of Meta kind of logo on the cards and things like that. So that's our family-friendly game mode as you're coming into the world. I don't know if you're ready for me to announce the next one yet, or whether you're
the Legends of Meta is a big
well, let's
one.
talk about Legends of Meta first a little bit.
Legends of Meta is a big one. I mean, that's been brewing for what, 12 months now?
Yeah.
I think it has. Yeah, it's been about a whole year since we've been,
And we had that logo drawn up about 12 months as well. So it's that's one of our biggest, best kept secrets. And we're unveiling it today.
I don't know how much more you want to say, David. Again, I mean, I know this has been brewing for some time now, but anything else you want to share about Legends of Meta?
So Legends of Meta is our first game mode, which is obviously the Metaverse as everybody knows it. So TCG World, Legends of Meta, and then there is other game modes that are going to be released similar to sort of timescales. So Legends of Meta will be our kind of, Sprite battle system, and we're really kind of excited to introduce that to everybody.
Okay, all right, more to come.
We've got some videos that we can share over the next few weeks on socials.
Okay, we will all keep our eyes peeled for that. That is fantastic, but we're not going to stop there, David. We got another D-bomb coming right now. This is a big one. Speaking of game modes,
this is huge.
This is huge.
This isn't a deep fake of Dave, by the way, who's like pretending to revealing something that is not supposed to reveal yet. I mean, Dave, are you the real Dave? Are you allowed to say this?
Yeah, Jace hasn't told me off, so we are good.
So this is real. This is happening.
So the next one, go ahead, David. Here it is on the screen for everyone.
Well, it ties into Legends of Meta, doesn't it? Because that's our open world, Metaverse sort of style, and
And then obviously, look, we've used the word purge quite a lot in chats when we were, purging the old groups and things like that. So we've also developed the Purge Hour. So let me give you the backstory. So obviously, building out such a big, beautiful world with everything we've got going on in the world, the different regions, the different cities, everything that's there as a kind of, TCG world. Just limiting that to a regular sort of Metaverse game mode and not looking at the future and the different game modes and how we can utilize what we've built. 12 months ago, we decided that we wanted to build a multiplayer battle royale. So that ties in with TCG World and the main world. But instead of having it running in world, it's a persistent version of the main world, which is just purely a battle royale. So you can't build houses in it. You can't capture sprites in it. But anything you build in main world transforms through to Legends of Meta. So PJ, if you want to build yourself a bunker, a sniper tower, a huge army base on your land, when you're playing in TCG World, it's there. When you're playing the Purge Hour, it's there. So this gives players a kind of tactical advantage where you can say, right, I'm going to fly to this area. I've got this bunker. I've got this sniper tower. You've kind of built out your own base. So you own a piece of the world that you can customize however you want to play. But it doesn't mean you're going to get a huge advantage because the maps will always be different. The world will always shrink in different directions. So you can't predict where you're going to be. But if you have land and property in that area, you can fly to that.
So it always pays to have a lot more land in all 4 regions, and I'm pretty sure that we've got someone in the community that's just like frothing right now, going, "Yes!"
Yeah.
Utility, yes, is exactly what you're defining.
So we've had a very small team working on this because everything is exactly the same in terms of the character controller, the landscaping, the buildings. The only thing that's different is the weapon system and the guns. So it's not a huge change adding things like this into the world. Once the world is complete, we've also planned out a few other game modes further down the line. But let's finish the main world and then the Purge Hour, and then we can kind of announce the next ones after that.
So what you're saying is there will be a zombie TCG World then?
That has been mentioned, but I haven't confirmed. We haven't started anything on that.
Okay.
The Purge Hour, we've had a very small team developing the weapon system, customizing all the weapons. So that is pretty much ready to bring in once the world is complete. We can add that in very quickly.
It's a pretty big perk as well for those that do own land. And we've kept this under wraps for a long time.
It's been I remember it was February 2023 that Justin and I picked up all the socials for Purge Hour, for Legends of Meta. So we've been sitting on them for over a year.
Speaking of weapons, David, can we show them?
Absolutely.
Now? Yeah?
Yep.
Okay. Yeah. So all the work you've been talking about and the weapons being created, I want to kind of show that to the community right now here. So let's take a look here. David, we're starting to show the video of the different weaponry in Purge Hour. And are these NFTs as well?
Not at the minute.
Determined?
So the way we've developed it, there's 6 different levels for each weapon. And at the minute, they're going to randomly spawn around the map. So as you land, you collect your weapons. But we could add them as NFTs down the line. The priority really is to test it, get the community in, see how many players we can have in a battle royale. I don't think any games have really gone over 100. You've got Fortnite, Call of Duty, that all sit around 60 to 100 players per lobby. We want to try and push that boundary a little bit further. And I don't think we'll use the whole map as a war zone. We'll do it regionally. So you'll have a North battle, East, Forest, and Asia.
Mm-hmm.
But if everything works out with the servers handling more and more players, we could eventually have 500-player battle royales, 1,000-player battle royales. And that makes for more strategic plays, makes for bigger battleground areas. We've already got tanks, airplanes, navy. We've built out all of that. So there's a lot of different ways we can go with it. But first of all, we want to get the community in, testing it, trying it out, giving us feedback. And then, we can look at trading weapons on the marketplace, customization of weapons, skins. But that's probably 6 months down the line before we even start.
I mean, the world's massive, so I love the idea of kind of, sectioning it off like that way, because it could take you a while to kind of moving around, and he doesn't want to be.
Well, Jace will be hiding underground for hours. Nobody will ever find him.
With his ruse, in the bunker, ready to pounce.
And another good thing about this though is, let's say you own, a plot of land. It's good advertising because someone could run into your plot to hide, or there could be a little battle or something going on. Yeah. But you get to see a lot more of the world that you might not have seen in Legends of Meta.
So, David, if it's okay with you, this video I'd like to show next is kind of showing some early demo play, right? Yep. Of this game mode that we're speaking of. And I kind of fast forwarded a little bit. It's a little long, but I think people will get the gist. It is going at a little faster pace, but we wanted to give you a taste of this early demo, folks. So, David, we're kind of showing that video of the first-person shooter kind of point of view. If you want to take us through kind of things that people are starting to see here, it would be great.
Yeah, it just showcases some of the different weapons, some of the different skins. We can post all the skins soon in chats to show everyone how they're all looking. But you've got, again, the same rarities as everything in TCG. So you start off with the uncommon, common, epic, rare, legendary, and mythic weapons. So we've got different weapons throughout.
Yeah.
Throughout. So I've just noticed John's merch that he's got on.
My t-shirts are itchy.
We'll talk about John in a second here. Yeah.
There's dragons.
He's got some stuff going.
So yeah, there's different weapons that are just being showcased. We've got them all set up, tested, working. So really, as soon as the main world's finished, the team will move on to bringing that into World, and we can launch the Purge Hour to everyone soon after the main World.
And am I mistaken, but this area looks somewhat familiar?
It's just a test area.
Okay, because I thought it was like the port. It kind of has a port feel to it, but it's a test area. Okay,
it's a test area we've set up for testing.
Okay, all right. Just wanted to make sure that was clear for folks to see that.
We can show the port. We can show the port a little bit later.
Oh yeah, there we go. Yeah. All right.
It's very similar to this though, so it's good call.
Yeah. So loot boxes, weapon, armor. Is that also part of it too, or is it? Yeah.
Yes, everything.
Okay.
Grenades.
Okay. All right. Really, really cool stuff, David. Wow. The Purge Hour, TPH. I don't know if we're calling it that, but I like it for short. But Purge Hour, we've been talking about purging chats and all that, as you guys mentioned. Those are big hints, but nobody picked up, I guess. But yeah, that's you got to pay attention, folks, to what.
I can't wait to get purged. I can't wait to get purged.
John, you're looking a little spiffy there, bud. Yeah, you're looking a little different.
Actually,
yeah.
This is my third t-shirt today, actually. I don't know if
third t-shirt in the last half an hour.
Well, everyone actually saw an empty chair for a couple of seconds earlier, so I apologize for that.
Well, and so, you know, we went through weapons video, the first-person shooter demo there as well, David. I mean, that's a huge bomb we just dropped right now on everyone. No pun intended with the Purge Hour, but yeah, that was well played, and I absolutely love that, David. So we're not done yet with you, David. I know it's getting late in your hour here. We got a little bit more content with you, and we'll shift gears to Jace getting into the full world game development updates. But David, you mentioned blockchain, and it sounds like we had some PRs that have just recently hit the wire. Update us on what we're talking about here with this. That'd be great.
Well, Pete, I'm going to pass it back to you, PJ, because you actually introduced me to this company about a year ago, was it?
It was about a year ago, yes. I was out in LA at a conference and made point contact with the right people for you. And yeah,
and you came back very excited. I kind of looked into it at the time and I was like, does it do what we need it to do?
Yeah.
Will it scale?
And it was one of those products that just kind of sat there. But everything else I looked at for blockchain, I met with tons of different companies, and nothing really compared in terms of, you know, how it worked for the user experience, the gasless transactions in game, with the speed that they've got and the demos that they were showing me. I was just blown away. So as a layer 2, it's probably one of the best products I've seen. And I'm pleased to announce that we have partnered with Scale Blockchain to become our in-game chain.
Yeah, congratulations. That's a huge accomplishment, David. It's very exciting. Very exciting.
Yeah, the team there has been amazing. We've been working with them for, I'd say, 6 months now behind the scenes, just kind of, you know, learning about everything they can offer. We were recently awarded a grant through them.
Beautiful.
So our first year or two of transactions are fully subsidized. Then we subsidize it for the players. So players' transactions in World are completely free, which enables us to have this extensive crafting, fishing, you know, gathering inventory, because there is no gas fees for the user. So if you want to collect 100 items, it's 0 fees. You know, and we can do 36 million transactions per day.
36 million per day?
Per day, before we need to go onto our own node, and then we can expand it further and further.
Okay. Wow.
Well, that's a lot of wood chopping.
What do you think, John? Is that enough for your wood? You going to be able to chop enough there?
Yeah, well, it means I can branch out.
There you go. Oh my gosh. Jeez. Really, John?
We
Really?
set us up.
Set us up. Yeah.
So
I
yeah,
can
no
say
problem.
saying,
We
but
can do
it's,
root
it's
cause
going down
analysis.
the wrong route.
It's better the dad jokes stay with John. He does a better job.
Yeah.
no,
Yeah,
just some rough stats, but they've got 1 million active user wallets per month.
Wow.
And there's been a few surveys that I've posted in chat. I don't know if anyone picked up on that, but Scale were one of the top, or at the time, the top chain for active monthly users in gaming. So I think at that time, there was 365,000 active users, weekly or monthly. And now they're up over 1 million. So it opens up not just Scale for our users, but it opens up TCG to all of the Scale users.
Visibility. Absolutely. 100%.
So yeah, so at the minute there's no change in terms of the read-write functions for land staying on BSC. We may, as we get further down the line, remint and airdrop to everybody land on Scale and move completely onto Scale for the land. But for now, there's nothing to do. And at any point, there won't be any user requirements to do anything. We would do it all because it's free to mint and airdrop. So for now, you don't have to do anything. The way that we have the world set up, we can actually read from the wallet and unlock the item in the game. So the users or the community don't have to do anything. So if anything changes, we will announce it way in advance and everybody will have knowledge of what to do.
Okay. All right. Big news.
So yeah,
wow.
very excited. So new blockchain, new website, new UI, obviously procedural worlds and everything that's been going on.
So I think a couple other things in closing, David, with you is kind of on the lines of, we've been mentioning things about Procedures World. I don't know if I've said that right. Procedural World,
Yep.
Storm. Who and what is this Storm we've been talking about? And I know we got Jace here too, but it'd be great to kind of go through this.
Yeah, Jace
with
is
the
going to give
users.
an update on the development side. So Storm is a product from Procedural World. So Procedural World make tools for the Unity Asset Store like Gaia, which is a procedural environmental tool that we used in previous alpha. And that's kind of designed for, small to mid-sized development companies that have, that want to generate some landscape and use their tools to place the trees and things like that. Over the last 3 to 5 years, they've also been working on developing a product called Storm. Storm is designed to be an Earth scale tool for massive open worlds. And the way it works is rather than having the full 900 square kilometer world in view, it very cleverly instantly generates the view of the camera. So we can set up so you can see 100 meters, 500 meters, what kind of detail you can see at each level. And then the camera instantly renders what you're looking at. So you're not having to render all of the map in one go. You're just rendering where you're looking. So that means the player experience is a lot better, especially with a large world, and the improved frames per second as you're traveling around. However, Storm, so we had a demo of Storm, about a year and a half ago, Jace? And they were just kind of getting ready to start launching it, to use it. They didn't launch it publicly, but 12 months ago this month, we engaged with them. They brought a team on with TCG World's team to actually manually landscape the whole of the world and set up Storm throughout all our different biomes. So we've got, the north, there's several different biomes within the north, east, Asia, and forest, all instanced by Storm. So all of your terrains, your grass, flowers, trees, all of that is built inside the Storm system to give the players higher quality images and faster processing. So you need less processing power to get the 4K effect. So Storm is literally just about to go public. So we're the first ever company to have access to it and to use it, to work with their team. And over the last 6 months, they've also started working on a product called Storm Terrain. So that replaces all of the Unity terrains. So everything is handled within Storm. So we're just about to start a new contract with them for them to come in and upgrade all the terrain. We've already got the terrain up and running, so it's not going to affect our development as such, but they will come in and physically do their own upgrades within the next month or so.
Wow.
So
Wow.
it's one of those products that when you see it, and obviously we've been working with our low poly version to our mid poly version, and seeing how everything worked, and then looking at something like Storm, it was a no-brainer. As soon as you saw it, it's something you've got to have, and it's something that you want to give the best experience for everyone coming in.
Thank you, David. That's very exciting. Very excited indeed.
I love Storm.
and so we technically contracted with them. Exactly how does that relationship work?
Yeah,
they haven't gone public really with this yet.
No. So we've had a team from Storm working with our team for the last year.
Okay.
So they finished now, but then we're going to start a new contract. They handed over to us, I don't know, whenever I announced it 3 or 4 weeks ago. So now we're going in and adjusting everything to the way we want it, i.e., what type of trees go in this area. So our team, we've got a team of technical artists that is working on that. And now Storm will start a new contract, or Procedural Worlds, to come in and just touch up.
Okay. Well, before we get into this video, I just want to let you know, David, we've got some great feedback coming in from the WebGL build right now. I know you're not in there right now, but I just want to share this with you. They love the news about scale. Very excited about that. Super awesome. These updates are huge. They said, well, somebody had a little tongue in cheek. Does storm come with thunder and lightning? I think they're messing with us, but
no. Well, the weather system isn't in Storm, but we do have a really good weather system.
Okay, perfect. Excellent. So we've been talking a little about sprites. We have a fantastic video showcasing some battle action stills of the sprites that we're going to showcase now. It looks super cool. Whether John changes again or not, we'll have to find out and see. But we're gonna come right back in a second. I want to show you guys this really cool video, and we'll digest it when we get back. All right, let's take a look, guys. Okay, wow. Oh my gosh, right? Come on. This is something we're expecting, right, David? With the battle arenas and all this and the actions from the sprites, right?
And this is it now. What everyone needs to know is this is actually in world. This isn't a cinematic video made in Blender or anything like that. Everything is now in world. We have a team that makes the videos inside Unity. So everything you see is how it looks in the world.
Beautiful. Well,
I will say that the VFX team hasn't finished the VFX yet. So any kind of VFX you see in these videos are not final. Okay. But I am really excited for how they are looking. We just don't have them in any videos yet. So they're probably a few weeks away, but I will say nobody will be able to battle in the arenas straight away. It's going to take you some time to build up your Sprite collection, to level them up, ready to get into the arenas. You'll be able to battle open world, but arena battles, whilst we're preparing it, will probably take you a few hours of gameplay before you're ready to go into an arena style battle.
But the anticipation is definitely there. I can see the chat is lighting up, David, from what they've seen so far. They're talking about certain sides of those sprites. Don't trust the blue spike guy. Looking very realistic, those visuals there. Love how they look when they're fighting together. The community absolutely loves it, David. It's coming really far. I mean, I can't believe we had some sketch drawings from 2 years ago, and where we are today, just reflecting back, is absolutely remarkable.
We were very lucky to have someone like Mike Miller design these for us, and they look amazing from, as you said, handwritten or hand-drawn to now fully in-world, animated, VFX, battles going on. And I don't know if you saw the post from Co-Minted. It's 2 years of them non-stop working on this. That's just one aspect of the project. But 100 sprites, 20-plus dragons. And I'm going to apologize to all of the dragon holders. We haven't covered the dragons fully today. I want to do a special AMA just for dragons. Just a little update.
Do it.
Tier 0, the baby dragons. Tier 1, the sort of, I think the hunters. They are looking phenomenal, perfect, ready to go. All the animation's done. All the other tiers have been modeled, animated. We are setting up the riders with avatars at the minute. You may have seen one or two flying around with an avatar on it. We're probably a few weeks away from finishing that, but I want to host a proper AMA just on dragons because of how special they are. So they're going to have their own slot where we can showcase all the dragons. We've got the VFX guys going to be working on them as well. So let us just perfect them, and then we'll start showcasing the dragons all in one go. And I think Jace is going to touch on some of the gameplay for the dragons later. Is that in your thing today?
I don't think so.
Okay, so we'll put that. And look,
we want to save all that sort of stuff for next. Yeah.
I loved PJ's face just then. It was just.
I love live streams, man. This is the best part.
I thought we were just discussing everything today.
Yeah, we're holding some stuff back. We've already been an hour into this, and we're just got through David's materials here. So
still got loads of stuff.
The next AMA, we will probably plan to have live gameplay showcased on that one. So we're close. The team has made the first build. There's a ton of little touch-ups that we want to do. So probably end of April, Jace, to kind of
start. That's what we're looking at the moment, yeah.
So 4 or 5 weeks.
Phases like before, though, isn't it? It's going to be alpha testers and then certain groups, etc., and then spreading out.
Yeah, we've got to pace it, get everybody in, get feedback, make improvements, and at the same time, develop all the other features. But we're getting to the point now where pretty much everything is way underway, and the studio coming back to us saying this is ready. So it's just piecemealing everything together. The detailing is something that takes a little bit of time just throughout all the regions. So we're going to be heavily involved in that. And Jace is going to share some images of detailing that is finished, so you can kind of visualize how everything's looking.
All right. Yes. And that's the second half of our program. David, I just want to say thank you very much. I know John and Jace probably have the same commentary, but guys, I mean, getting you on here, I know you're extremely busy, David. And I want to say thank you very much. I really do appreciate it.
Thanks, and thank you to everyone in the community for coming in to watch. It's great to see everybody.
Don't go anywhere, everyone. That's the first half of our program. David, maybe we'll see you in the WebGL. I don't know, but
I'm going to come into WebGL and watch Jace now.
There we go.
Thank you,
awesome. We'll take it in, David. Thank you very much. Bye-bye now. See you, David. All right, folks, if you made it this far, guess what? We are running a giveaway right now. I want to just kind of show this real quick. You have a chance to win some merch. What you got to do, and this is my little commercial break while we're waiting, getting Jace geared up here, is you just have to take a screenshot of you sitting there enjoying this amazing content that we just went through and we're going to go through right now. You got to tag our sorry, I almost said Twitter, our X handle there, official TCG Coin. And then also don't forget our TCG World merch. If you're not following them yet, follow them on X. Please do. And also use that hashtag TCG World merch. And then you post it on, not Twitter, I should say X, but everybody remembers Twitter. And there's going to be a number of winners. So we got different kind of merch you're going to get. Just take a screenshot or take a picture of you watching it. You don't have to put yourself in there. Just prop yourself out if you don't want to dox. Just showing you watching the world right now in the WebGL, taking in this AMA and do these steps, and you're off and running. So that is how we're doing the giveaway, and we'll do an announcement of the winner of this at a later date. Okay, so keep an eye on our socials for that. But that's not it. We are also, again, sorry, there's two commercials here. We are running a promotion right now through the weekend. So today is March 22nd, 2024. So it'll go through the weekend till the 24th. By your end of day, basically, you can use the code AMA10 to get 10% off your order of merch. And that is TCGWorldMerch.com. And to go and enjoy that and peruse that. And speaking of merch, John, how many shirts you got, man? Because you changed again and it looks absolutely glorious, my friend. So
You've got, I mean, look at that. It's,
yeah.
And it is the year of the dragon. It's the year of TCG World. It's the year of TCG World Dragons. So
it is.
Great timing.
Exactly.
And it's a great t-shirt. And kudos to Roy. He's created so many things on the merch store. So you've got an opportunity there for 10% off or to take part in the competition and get free merch. But I thought it was an opportunity to wear clothing.
You know what? And then, I'm sorry, I'm trying not to make it obvious, but I'm going to use my other glass here.
That's nice.
Don't worry, folks. It's just water, okay? It's just water. There's nothing else, okay? But yes, I just enjoy my cups here, and John enjoys his shirts.
You so sure it's not a beer?
No, it's not a beer. It looks like a beer, right? But it's not a beer. It's water, guys. But Jace, we're here in the project updates, and we got some full world. I know you've been working your actually arse off, as you say in Australia. And we're excited to showcase some of these images that you've been working your butt off on. Should we go into like the first one, which is the main city, right? So I'm going to go ahead and tee that up for you right now, Jace. But let me go ahead and get that going here. But let us know what we're taking in right now. This looks like, it's like a sanctuary of sorts, yeah?
Yes. All right, let me just grab that one as well.
Yeah,
so I know which one we're talking about.
It's like a water fountain, and then...
Yes. All right, so a lot of people are probably thinking, what is this Sprite Sanctuary sign on the gates? Well, in the main city, we have, if you look at the parklands area of the main city in the middle of the map, what we have is a Sprite Sanctuary that's tucked away in that little parkland area. And it's kind of like a zoo. So you go into the Sprite Sanctuary, you wander around, and what would you call them, John? Like pens? Would you call them a pen or a enclosure?
Like a cage enclosure?
Maybe enclosure.
Yeah, enclosure. Yeah,
because
So we'll have all of the season 1 sprites in enclosures within Sprite Sanctuary. So you can go here and actually look at them before you go out and explore them in the world. So you get to learn a little bit more about them. There'll be like an information sort of board, what the sprites are. And you'll be able to actually see them roaming around within the enclosure. So you can actually see them before you go out and capture them. So, yeah, really exciting stuff. And this is, as you can see in the background there, is the main city as well. So
beautiful. Someone says Sprite Sanctuary equals Sprite Encyclopedia. Okay. All right. Interesting comment there. But, and then going on to the next image here of the main city. There's a lot to take in this image. But we got a little bit of a kind of Sedona, Arizona kind of look to it with this stacked stone and the Yeah, what are we seeing here, Jace? What is this? This is
Yeah,
also the
so this
sanctuary,
is
yeah?
one area of the sanctuary where the sprites will be in their enclosure, and you'll be able to actually go up, wander around, and actually see them roaming around within their enclosures. So, they've got like little huts, a little bit of a swimming pool, and yeah, just fun, cool little stuff that we've thrown in there to make them nice and comfy at home.
and Jace, just like a zoo or so that you would go visit, right? You can't actually take these sprites with you. It's more so
No,
for,
these ones you
yeah.
can't capture.
Right.
They're safe
Right.
in their enclosures so that you can't, you know, capture them and get away with them. So,
We might see a bunch of sprites lining up at the gates to kind of get into the sanctuary to not get captured. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe that's a bad joke, but there's one other image here of the main city that I thought was really cool here, Jason, and that was kind of this. It kind of looks like it's got a lot of glass. I'm not sure what to make of this, but oh, sorry, I went past that. Hold on here. There, I just went past it here. Yeah, so as you can see, a lot of glass here. What is this we're looking at here?
so you've gone to the art gallery by the looks.
In the inner
I think
city,
you've skipped
right?
one.
Oh, yes. Hold up.
One
Yes.
of the sanctuaries.
Yeah. Sorry, to stay in the city, let's go back to the restaurant before we get into that art gallery conversation. Sorry, I had that out of order, Jace. But this looks like a cabana of not a cabana. What would you call that? It's like a bar or a yeah, I don't really know how to put my fingers on it.
It's a
Okay,
bar.
so
It looks like a bar.
All right.
Yeah, like a bar maybe, huh? Just stools?
I think you're missing one of the Sprite sanctuaries.
Okay. All right. Well,
But that's all right. We'll go to this one.
Okay. Yeah.
And then we'll go back to the other one. So this
Okay.
one here, yeah, we've got like a little bar. In the WebGL, if you head north, and you can see the city area, just before that, this will be the view looking north from the entertainment area. So where the water and all that sort of stuff is, you'll sort of go past that, and then there'll be this nice little bar. Behind this bar is a nice little lake. But this actually, yeah, looks out over the city. So a really, really nice view here.
Excellent.
Now I don't want to mess up your order, so if you want to go back to the art
It's okay.
gallery one,
Yeah, let's do that. Yeah, let's go back to the art gallery. Yeah, it's gorgeous, by the way.
and then hopefully you can find that that last Sprite sanctuary.
Let me see if I can do that while you're talking to this one. Yeah, go ahead.
Yep. All right. So the art gallery, as it appears on the actual map itself, it's the bottom right-hand corner of the main city. So this is actually looking out. You can just kind of see a little bit of a river that's going through there between the art gallery and the main city. And this is one of the art galleries that we'll have set up. Yeah, so it looks really cool, like the design and everything I absolutely love. So when you're actually in there, you can look out of the windows and have this magnificent view. So,
Thank you, Jace. Absolutely gorgeous. Any thoughts from you, Mr. John Dixon, on what we saw right now?
I'm just thinking it's one of these pictures, and I think a lot of people will do this after the AMA, where if you look and zoom in, there's things going on outside of the picture as well. As you say, there's the river there. So yeah, lots and lots of detail and lots of little windows into what else is going on as Jason and the team are building up the city.
I just sent you a image of the one that I was expecting after
Okay.
that.
Yep. Let me get to that, Jace. Yeah, 1 second here. I didn't know we were going to do that one, but that's okay. Let me load it up real quick. I know which one you're talking about now. Let me grab it real quick.
Is Jace trying to sneak in a picture that he hasn't been signed off? He's doing his own Jace bombs, is it?
It definitely was. It was just a latecomer.
Yeah, no worries. Let me grab that. Sorry, I'm trying to buy some time, folks. Love lives. Here we go. I almost there. Okay, where is it at? There it is.
Yeah, while
Okay.
we're looking at the art gallery as well, you can see a bridge going across the
Yeah.
river too. So that connects the art gallery area to the main city hub. So
All right, Jace, I've got that image up now. Please, let's go ahead and talk to it. Thank you.
Brilliant.
Yes, sir.
Right, so this is one of my favorites as well because it really captures the enclosures and everything. And it looks just absolutely amazing. They've put a lot of detail into these enclosures to showcase the sprites as they're in, in their element, I guess, before you go out and adventure. But not only that, but if you look in the background, you can see, quite a lot of the city. And it just looks amazing. So you've got all these enclosures, a zoo, and then just in the background is this magnificent large city, and you can see one of the buildings there with TCG World around
Jace,
it. So
remind me, Jace, is this Asia City that we're looking at, or the Central City that we're looking at?
no, so this is in the main city area. This is looking from the parklands. So if you're looking at the map on the website, you'll see parklands. So this is the parklands area looking into the middle of the entire world.
Okay.
Yeah. How tall are those skyscrapers, out of curiosity? Because I bet you know the numbers.
One of them is absolutely humongous. The one with TCG World wrapped around it, I haven't even actually measured it. It's pretty bloody big.
Yeah, it's ginormous. That's a great word to use.
And these images will go out on socials eventually, but I am going to give a little hint. Now, I'm not going to say too much, but I'm going to say look carefully at this really tall TCG World building. That's all I'm going to say. So when it does go out on socials, you'll be able to nitpick and try and look at it a little bit closer to see if you can see something. That's all I'm going to say on that one. But yeah, and the other really cool thing about this parklands area is there's a lot of walking space. There's so much to see. It's just incredible, and the amount of detail that's gone into this. This is all customized, right? So I myself have done a lot of the work inside the parkland area as well, along with a couple of the designers. So the amount of time and effort that goes into this is just ridiculous. So people, when they go into TCG World, are gonna just get blown away. And like that area there, just imagine running around with your friends, checking out all the sprites in their sanctuary, and that it's just it's amazing.
The bays of hail. I mean, the hay bales look absolutely so detailed, and it's vivid, like how that's well done, Jace. I mean, everybody's been going when, but we're starting to show some imagery of what the world is coming to form, and we're giving little pieces. I mean, we still have 900 square kilometers, right? But so we're giving little pieces of hints here that's starting to get people to realize what we've been working on, right?
And we don't want to show too much, because obviously when you jump into the game, you want to be able to explore areas that you've never seen before, that we haven't even dropped on socials and that. So yeah, this is just a small snippet of our open world, and we've got so many different locations and things. It's just insane. Obviously myself, working on this daily, I get to see everything that's unfolding, and there's just some incredible stuff that's just like got me so excited and revved up to just release and launch so that everyone can go explore and see what we've been creating.
Thank you, Jace.
And that's not all the images that we've shown either, which is crazy.
We're just getting started, man. We're just getting started.
I'm sure people are blown away already going, wow, this is incredible.
Yeah. If you see the global chat there, there's a lot of people are excited about what they're seeing so far, Jace. The next section is the subway station. Yeah, the subway station. Yeah, so I'm going to tee that up kind of, and hopefully I don't miss one of them, Jace, but I know we were working hard.
I'll soon tell you off if you do.
All good. So we got this remarkable image. What are we looking at here? We got the outside view of the subway. This image here, Jace. Yeah.
So we're actually looking at the central part of the entire world, and this will be the loading area. So this will be the TCG hub, the new TCG hub. And the beauty about this is you can jump straight into the subway station and then go branch out to anywhere in the world of the 4 regions. So it's a really cool area. You know, if you don't have a car or a dragon or something like that, you can jump straight into the subway and go out to the 4 regions. So, you know, you got all your transport and everything right in the hub. But this hub is where everyone will load into the world from the start, and then they'll branch out. So absolutely fantastic, you know, view, and the amount of detail that's gone into this area alone is just phenomenal. And you get to see a few, yeah.
I don't know how much we can say. However, I'm seeing what looks like to be some pedestal podiums of maybe an interactive screen of sorts, maybe, or nothing's shown on it just yet. But can we talk a little bit about that?
Yeah. So at the moment, they're just displays. You know, we might have information about or news about TCG World or things like that. So it's more like an information desk within the hub where you'll be able to go browse and learn more about TCG World and everything like that.
Got it. Okay. Beautiful imagery. And you can see a bit of maybe a sunset of sorts, like the coloring in the skies.
Yeah, the sun's sort of reflecting off the building.
Oh, gorgeous. So. Yeah, I could see that. That's remarkable. Then the next image here we have on screen, Jace, is looks like a kind of a courtyard of sort outside of one of the buildings here. Yeah.
Yep. So just to the right, if you follow that path, is actually the subway. So we're, from the previous image, you're kind of looking to the right.
Okay.
Just to give a perspective of where this is in relation to when you're loading into the world. So yeah, there's a nice little parkland area, a few buildings around that, like a courtyard. Yeah, so it's filling in the world and making it look vibrant and inviting. So
it looks like a great place to hang out on a beautiful day as well. Like
it does.
Oh man, the gorgeous. So we've got a close-up look at the subway here. The entrance, it appears to be the entrance here, Jace.
Yeah, so this is the other side of the previous image we shown of the subway.
Okay. So this has two different entry points, I guess, for the subway here. Yeah. Okay.
Yep.
Nice. And then we have an inside look of the subway station here.
Yeah. So the entrance you can see there is from the very first image we shown of the subway, and then you can see the stairs that go down into the underground. So I think the next image will show a little bit of the underground there as well.
Yeah, there it is now on screen here for everyone. The underground, I don't know, we call it different parts of the world call it different things. The tube, the subway, I don't know, what do you guys call it there, and John? What do you guys call it? The subway there?
Well, we've got the London Underground, obviously.
The underground, but then
we have the metro as well.
Yes.
So it depends in different parts of the UK what you'd call the subway, which would be underground train services.
Yeah. Looks like it's coming into focus. I don't see any graffiti yet, Jace, but
not yet.
There's been conversations about that, hasn't there?
We gotta get some people in the world,
completely
right?
Clean and brand new, but it'd be great if over time we end up seeing certain Banksy situations going on.
Yeah. Yeah. And then here, Jace, we have that building that we saw, I think, in the distance, right? Like here.
Yeah. So this is more of a close up with the beautiful sun setting in the background over the city. And this one I absolutely love because it showcases, some of the tall buildings we have in TCG World. Yeah, and it just looks amazing.
I'm just thinking, I know somebody had said in the chat, it might have been Griffin21, but I mean, if I got a dragon flyer, a flying dragon, is this something that, I could explore a little further detail at the higher levels?
Yeah, but I don't want to say too much, but
Okay.
you will be able to explore it without a dragon.
Oh, okay.
But
Okay. All right. Okay.
might have given a few hints, Wayne. Yeah, but I did say look at this building very, very closely.
Yes, 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 yes. We're gonna move on to the next image, so we don't try to give away too much yet. But it looks like we got a closer view of like it's surrounded by water of sorts, and there's some buildings at the foot of it of this
Yeah,
large skyscraper.
so this one is that same building that we're looking at before. And then to the right, you can just see the subway station and
Oh,
the
yeah,
TCG hub.
yeah.
If you
I
look
can see that.
closely. So the river winds all the way around, but this photo was taken from the Sprite sanctuary across the river,
Oh
right? So
my.
this is the view you're going to have if you're at the very edge of the sanctuary for the Sprites, looking at this beautiful city across the river.
Whew.
So it
Wow.
just looks, yeah, it looks incredible, doesn't it?
Absolutely. Absolutely. Just the what is that called with the distance? And oh, I'm not a techie, right, Jace? But the fact that you can see the shape
The
of that
field of
subway.
view, or
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's very very far. How far you can see out there, right?
yeah, and this all comes down to Storm and its capabilities of how far out you can see. So
Wow, this tech is really cool. And then I think this is our last image here of. Oh no, this was the first one. I'm sorry, of the subway here. Yeah, so that was really really cool of that subway view area, that skyscraper. Well, I don't know how tall that thing is, John, but Jace,
yeah,
but that
I'll
thing's
have to
massive.
I'll have to measure that in
How many
world and
floors, maybe? I don't know. Yeah.
What
Wow.
measuring device are you going to use? That's my question.
I'll use a 30 centimeter ruler, and I'll just like
Just go
Just
all the way
add
back
up.
to
like
back, stack, stack.
about a
Right.
million of them.
Oh
I
my
was thinking
gosh.
more like, one of those measuring wheels, and you end up doing a Spider-Man up the side of the building. I don't know.
That'll work too. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
That would work.
All right. Well,
I'll
Jace,
borrow Griffin's dragon.
we're up on the third and kind of the full world sneak peeks that we want to do, and that's the racetrack. The racetrack.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So I think
Yeah.
the very first image were we going to show an image of the actual
I think the
map?
starting line maybe, or oh no, not the map, not yet. No.
Oh, I thought we were going to show the
We can do the map if you want.
if you can the of where it views.
Okay, yeah. So we
Do
have.
you know
Okay,
what I
yeah,
mean?
no, that's fine. We can
So
audible
it'd
here.
be track 01.
Okay. Yeah. That's. Okay. Let me take a look real quick here. What we got? All right. 1 second. Yep. Track 01. Yeah. Okay. Here, let me load it up right now. Okay. Yep. There it is.
So we're looking at the website map.
Oh, not the website map. No, I don't have that one, Jace. The racetrack view. I don't think I got that from you. I'm sorry.
Let's have a look here. I'll send it to you on Telegram. This one.
Okay. All right.
All right.
Well,
Yeah.
in the
So
meantime, while I'm
that's
teeing it up, yeah, this is the other
yeah. So
racetrack
that
one that I have.
That one's 01.
Okay.
And
All
then
right.
download that one while we're looking at
Yep.
this, and I'll explain this image.
Okay. Go
So
ahead.
this image here, we're looking at if you're looking at it on the map, it's the left-hand side of the racetrack area. Now, in the distance, you can see all these plots. So if you're looking at the racetrack area that's on the map, and we'll hopefully PJ can
Yep,
get that up
I
in
got
a
it.
minute.
Mhm.
Perfect.
Yeah.
It'll show exactly where I'm viewing at that northern part of the race area. But have a look at these plots. If anyone remembers the old, or I know John, you definitely remember it, where the racetrack was. It was over a hill in an old alpha.
Yeah,
Now
yeah.
these plots that are at the northern part of that race area are right on the racetrack. Literally pole position.
And this
You
is
know,
when you went back to the plot. where all the plots were and made them a bit more spread out and made everything easily accessible, you ended up also thinking ahead and thinking,
I
if those
did,
plots
yeah.
were there,
So this was
they'll end up getting a better. Yeah.
this was the whole point of moving a lot of those plots forward onto the front end there. And as you can see to the right down that straight, so if you're looking at the track all the way to the right, have a look at how many plots. Like you can just see the faint plots there. How many are actually on that racetrack? And there's a lot. It goes all the way. This straight goes all the way from the far left to the far right of that racing area.
Those will be premium plots, won't they?
Yeah.
They are going to, and I can
fans
just,
of
I
racing
can
will
see
want those.
the pit stop going crazy at the moment
Yeah.
with their guild because you know they've got quite a lot of interest in this area. But yeah, these plots are going to get snapped up pretty quick if they're on the marketplace. And so if we can go to the next one that shows the map of where the location is exactly. It's just going to help people with that. So
Yep, it's up right now, Jace, for everyone to see, and it kind of has a red peripheral view of what we're kind of showing. Yes.
Yeah. So that very first plot you saw closest to the screen is the very plot on that far left corner of that race area. And then the straight goes all the way through every single plot that's along there. So
Wow. Okay. Wow.
Now for the next one, I don't know if you've got a map for that one as well.
I've got a map for that one, but let's. I got to pull it up right now, Jace. But yeah, go ahead. Yep.
All right. So track number 2 was it?
Yeah. Let me go grab that. But do you want to show the image first or no?
Yeah. Well, you've got the image up, so that's fine.
Yeah. Let me do the image while I'm grabbing it. Yeah. Okay. Go ahead. Yeah.
Yep. So this one is a little bit further up from the view we just had before of the same pole position, but it's looking more to the west. And as you can see across, I've just faintly kept the view of those plots in the distance and that. But yeah, like you're right on the main straight of the finish line there for the people that have got plots in that area.
And then I've got the map view here coming up here. Shoot, hold on 1 second here. What happened here? Yeah, it's there. It's just not in the right order, of course. All right, here we go. I got it now. All right. There we go. Sorry about that, folks. But yeah, so this is the western view of what you were just speaking to from where the tile is on the map of the racing area.
Yeah, so it's just looking the other way. And I think you've accidentally sneak previewed the next image.
Yeah. But yes, I'm going to go back to give people a point of reference. This point of view is
This
so
this is
map
looking
point of view.
the other way. And as you can see a little bit further down, even that tile to the left of the race area is still on the track as well. Because it does go, quite far down. So for those that are, trying to analyze and study, the area and that, you can sort of piece a few things together and.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, and then the piece that I accidentally sneak peeked, but it was pretty quick.
You did, yes. this one is of the main straight, looking the other way, but obviously this one's more of like a bit of a laugh and a joke.
Yeah.
You need to explain it though. I mean, is he basking on the bonnet, or has he been run over? What's going on?
I would like to think that he's like, just posing. Like look at me.
Posing. Right. Hope he's insured.
Yeah.
I guess it should.
It's like we'll like treat it like art and let every viewer kind of do their own interpretation of that. But yes, I could see it going different directions. Absolutely, with the Pepe there. Oh man, the Pepe avatar. Oh boy. But there's some. I mean, I'm not going to get into it, but I don't know if you want to, Jace. But there is some little things of hints in this imagery if you look very closely. That I thought was pretty cool. I don't think you want to get into it, but maybe you do. But kind of in the backdrop there, where you see all the logos and so forth.
Oh, we can leave that for when it comes out on socials, because they might not be able to see it too clearly in the WebGL.
Okay.
Let me see if I can.
I can see it okay, but
yeah,
then
you
again,
can
I
just
already
see
know
it,
what
but,
I'm looking for.
Yeah.
But yeah, exactly. But when they drop out on socials, I'm sure people will see that. So.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, that was really cool with the racetrack images there, Jace. Thank you very much for that. Sorry for you and I were late last night, and I was like almost to bed at midnight, and we should get this organized. So, sorry about that, Jace. I do apologize. We didn't get that flow right, but
That's all right.
yes. So, kind of getting into getting back to the materials here. There is one other image that you gave me that was really freaking cool. This marina skate park is, I think, what you labeled
yes.
it. Yeah, you labeled it as a marina skate park, right? I'm going to pull up that image now for everyone. Yeah.
So this is in the marina area.
Yeah. Is that Top Mark's avatar? I don't know if it is, but maybe not. This face looks different, but the shirt looks the same. Anyways.
I'm not sure.
Yeah.
But so the marina is probably one of the largest areas at the moment. And although it's still in the early development stages, like there's a lot of stuff that's going into the marina area. But yeah, we do have a skate park in that area to the north, where you'll be able to go and chill out and be a cool kid.
And be a cool kid, right, John? That's where you're going to be going first, right? You and I?
Well, yeah. I mean, it looks fun. I've got to ask the question though: will we get skateboards and roller skates and be able to get involved with all these ramps and U-bends and U-tubes and whatever
it's something that could come a little bit later on down the track for sure. So
brilliant.
Okay. All right. Really cool. I don't know how to skateboard. I want to be honest with you guys, but if I did, that looks like a cool place to go. So
just leave it up to your avatar.
There you go. Yeah, I'll live vicariously through it. Yeah.
There was Tony Eagle or Anthony Eagle or something from years ago.
Hawk, not Eagle. Hawk. Tony Hawk.
Oh right, that was close. I knew it was a type of bird.
Yeah. Tony, not Tony Eagle. Tony Hawk.
Eagle. Anthony Eagle.
But so Jace, those images, my gosh, it just shows how much you guys are working your tail off right now in this with the studios and everything. It's just thank you. Like those were really cool. I mean, we couldn't just stop there, right, Jace? We've got some videos too, some moving imagery that we're gonna show. Before we move there, anything else you want to add on these that we talked about so far before we get into that next video?
Not at this stage, no. You can jump straight into the video.
All right, let's do that, guys. The next video you're going to see is we're going to now give you a beautiful inside look of what the East region is all about. So, without further ado, folks, let's get your popcorn lined up and kick up your feet and take this one in, because I like the East region, honestly. I really do. And this is beautiful. Let's take a look, guys. Ooh, that what was that? A vulture? I think it was a vulture that was flying in the air there, but beautiful landscape there, Jace. Compared to the old alpha, oh my gosh.
Yeah,
That
and
vulture was looking for the carcasses of other dead metaverses. I think.
Oh, easy, John.
Yeah.
Jeez,
What I'm
man.
just going to say, I mean, look at that. It's next level.
Jace, any thoughts on that one there for you?
well, let's just say the East is looking pretty good. It's coming along nicely. So
Awesome.
yeah, really
Great. Griffin got a kick out of John, the Tony Eagle comment. So, but you might not hear the end of that one there, bud. So don't worry. It's okay. We're a global
Anthony
company.
Eagle.
People mess up. Yeah, it's all right. I messed up in this
Anthony
thing.
Eagle.
Jeez. Yeah. So are the people who study bones, I don't know, the Crystal Place in the East. Yeah. Yeah. Crystal Palace.
Oh, ancient ruins and all that stuff.
Yeah. Okay, cool. Here we go. Jace kind of moving along in the program. We have some more images that we're going to share now with the fishing lake. And I think I saw Walter.
Yes.
I think I saw Walton here. Crypto Bull. I know he loves the fishing lake.
he does. So he'll
Jace,
be very excited about this.
Absolutely. And I got this one right this time, Jace. We're going to show the map first. So let me get that up and let me set the backdrop here for this so it looks a little better. But yeah, here we go. We've got the fishing lake vision here.
Awesome. So this is the map.
Yes, it's the map. Yes,
Yeah,
exactly.
so the coordinate, I specifically put the coordinate, and this is hilarious. I put the coordinates, and I wanted to show the plot itself because this one's available.
Oh,
Yeah, it is. It's available at the moment, but I don't think anyone's snapped it up, and I don't know if there's any more silvers that aren't allocated. So if you've got an unallocated, watch very closely. The tile is X9256 and Y -24. But this is looking out from the plots over the lake. Now, what I will say is you've seen, I'm not going to say too much, but you have seen the area we're looking at in the distance. So when we do go to the next image, have a look closely in the distance and see if you recognize it. And then that'll give you a good perspective of where this is and where you've seen it before. So,
all right.
yeah, going to the old alpha, no huge highways in the way and all that sort of stuff. Like, this is a massive upgrade. And if you do own a plot right on the edge of the fishing lake, you're guaranteed to have something special, which I'm not going to say until we go into the image. You'll be able to see it. Here we go.
Here we go.
So you'll be able to see a nice jetty. So every plot there will have its own jetty. And this is really cool because you'll be able to go out on your own personal jetty and go fishing. So,
wow. Okay, I got to go back to the map. Okay, guys, real quick. This is the point of view he's referring to, and that is the view.
yeah,
Wow.
from that. Yeah. This is why I wanted to add the map, so it's a lot easier for you to jump on the website and go, where is this plot? And then zoom in and go, oh, wow, that's the view from that plot. So,
Okay, got it.
and
All right.
if anyone's picked up, that little area in the middle of the image, in the background there, we've showcased quite a few times in videos and that.
In the back there. Oh.
Yeah, in the middle.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I see. Yep.
So
Yep.
that area there, we've actually showcased in the videos of the fishing lake area.
Thank you,
I
Jace.
just want to compare, Jace, the picture behind you with the picture we've just seen.
Oh my gosh, you're right, John.
Yeah.
Your
Can you see the
background,
logic?
Jace. That's from old Alpha, right? Like what is
This is
Yeah, but-
yeah.
But
That's
look
old
at
alpha
the
there.
comparison. Look at the
Wow.
comparison.
I gotta. Oh man, I'm sorry. I gotta pull that back up because
Yeah.
that was
Yeah,
spot
it's
on
worth
about the
saying.
lake difference from old Alpha to the new. What's coming? Holy cow!
Yeah.
Yes. Yes,
Just puts it
that
all
is.
into context, doesn't it? Really.
It does, yeah. It just shows how far we've come along, and yeah, I haven't updated the background, so
No, no, it's fine, Jace. Because if anything, it's useful to you've got to know where you've come from to realize where we are now and where we're going next.
yep.
So
And I will
excellent.
just say for anyone watching, the images that you've seen over the next couple weeks, we'll start dropping them on socials, so you'll be able to see them. We won't drop them all at once. We'll
No,
do a couple. Yeah, we'll spread it
yeah.
out so that you've got some content over the next couple weeks to get excited about and go, oh, I really want to see this one or that one. But oh yeah, so it looks like. A few people in the chat are getting excited. They're like, "Oh wow, I've got a plot, right near that area." Um, so this is going to generate a lot of hype and FOMO for people that haven't seen any footage or any image of the fishing lake area from a plot perspective. So just like the racetrack, now we're looking at the fishing lake, and it's just it's unbelievable.
The next area, Jace, is the Bored Ape, which David, near to dear to him, right? His HQ, right, of where he's going to settle in. But we've got some imagery from there and the point of view go looking at that, right?
Yeah. So the first image is as you can see on the map, is looking out from within that tile, looking right out across over to the Bored Ape. So with the Bored Ape, we haven't changed too much from old alpha when it comes to the Bored Ape, like design and layout and everything like that. But then when we go into the image, you could probably bring up the image now, but this is
Okay.
the view. So it's at that, the from that circle, the bottom sort of, yeah, uh, looking out over. So when you bring up that image,
Yeah, it's up right now for the viewers.
ah,
Go ahead.
perfect. You
Yep.
can see the Bored Apes in the background.
Uh-huh. The big
But there's
statues.
actually, yeah, but there's actually a little sort of like island in the middle for those plots that are actually in the middle of that area, and then you can see the outside. You've got like a footpath that goes around, and you've got like little boat pontoons. So the plots that are actually around that area have got pontoons around it, so which look really amazing.
Wow. Wow. John, thoughts on what you're seeing right now?
I think I love the word pontoon. I need to say it more often. Pontoon.
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 Focus, John.
But-
John, on the, are
Sorry,
you?
I
I'm
just love
pretty
the
sure
word.
I'm pretty sure, John, you got some a plot or two up in this area.
I have. If you go back to the previous, you'll actually see that I've got one very, very nearby. And Jace, you
Let's
probably
take a
spotted
look.
that anyway. It's to the southeast of that cone of influence that you showed on the previous image. So
Yeah, I've got
yes,
that
I
up
am
now.
very
Yeah,
close to
John.
that.
Yeah.
So you can
Oh, I
see
see you.
the
Yeah, yeah.
yeah. So I'm close. So yeah, I'm very, very interested and looking forward to being able to mooch over there because it's not too far from where I am, just
No,
to
it
the
isn't.
east of where that sea is.
And
So
that one
yes,
looks like a diamond as well, so you'll be able to put a little tower there and definitely be able to see it.
exactly that. So I'm looking forward to going over and exploring that and remind ourselves as well. We've got a few things over there. We've got the Monster Jam just to the west of that area as well. So
Yeah.
there's going to be plenty going on there.
Okay, guys. All right. Excellent.
And even this area here, just looking at that one image that we've shown
Yes.
of the view,
Hmm.
um, the amount of detail that goes into it, and you can see the storm, with the plants and grass and trees and everything. It really just brings to life TCG World and what we're trying to deliver. So when people think of their plots and what's the view going to be like and that, well, now we've shown a few areas on the map of what it actually looks like from that plot perspective looking out. So it's just incredible.
First time we're showing this with the new alpha, and it's blowing doors off right now, Jace. Worth the wait. Worth the wait. Yeah, absolutely. And then when we kind of think about videos, which we talk about the different regions, we already talked about the East. We've shown a video there. We now have a very, very cool looking forest video for you guys, which don't get too relaxed because the music might give you a little nappy time, but you got to stay awake, keep those eyes open. I know we're deep into the content. Keep those eyes open and watch everything you're going to see here, because it is absolutely remarkable what we are building here at TCG World. Let's take a look, guys. Beautiful. And I didn't fall asleep. Did you guys fall asleep? It was relaxing music.
I had a 30-second power nap. It did send me to sleep with that music.
What?
30 seconds. And I feel so refreshed.
Good, man. Good. I'm glad you're refreshed. Because we still got more content to unpack, John. So you've got to be refreshed. Let's go, man. So speaking of content, I do want to go back to the Bored Apes because Jace, we have a little bit more to cover on that one before we skip to the next piece. So I want to pull that back up, Jace, if we could, and have you take us through some additional imagery that that is shown over in that area. And this is the next one, which is kind of looks like a canal of sorts that we're looking at in the imagery.
Yep. So is this one in the middle, looking from the little island?
Yeah, I think so. Yes. Yeah.
Yeah. So. Yeah, I can see it there. So we're looking just across from the very first image we've shown, where you could see the island. Now we're actually on that island. And I believe this plot that we're looking at from is the platinum plot that's in that island, or it could be a gold. I can't quite remember. Forgive me. But yeah, we're looking north. You can see the Bored Apes there. Yep. So we're looking at the Bored Apes, and there's a little canal there, and you've got the footpath and everything that goes around, and then every single plot that goes around the river here has got its own pontoon. So, and if you look closely in the background, you'll be able to see some of the boats and that docked at the Bored Apes, and even one of the Bored Ape heads in the water as well.
Yeah,
wow,
I could see that.
Yeah.
And yeah, here we go. Yeah, sorry, that wasn't showing that image, but yeah, I can see that dock now. Exactly. Yeah, that looks great, Jace. Yep. Wow. Just comparing, like, again, I mean, John, you and I mean, we were in the old alpha, right? And just the
Yeah.
water itself and just how relaxing it just looks by taking it in, you know?
Yeah, so this image
yeah.
is just across from the previous one, so it's just a step forward, just to let everyone know.
What, John? John? You sleep?
I didn't
Nope.
say anything, but I'll say something. I can see a red dot there. Is that a boat in the distance?
I believe it is, yes.
There we go.
There'll be quite a few boats in the distance, I believe.
Okay. Okay.
Good pickup there, John.
Oh, wow.
He's got good
I
eyes.
can see it.
He's
Yeah.
got
There's something else, but we won't mention it unless they can see that on the stream. But there's something else in that image I added just for a bit of a laugh.
I've just realised I've just done a bit of a faux pas. This is the Bored Ape Yachts Club, and I've just called it a boat.
You've called it a boat.
So I'm a
Jeez,
complete
dude.
idiot. Oh, really? You know, it's a yacht,
Unbelievable.
obviously. It must be a yacht.
Unbelievable. It's a yacht. Yes,
It's gotta be a
indeed.
yacht.
All right, Jace. Sorry about skipping those two. Because those should not have been skipped. I do apologize, but we got it in there.
That's all right.
We're all good.
Yeah, we've got I think there's like one more of this area here.
We'll save it for socials, yeah? Maybe? Oh, we're going to do it at the end. We're going to do it at the end?
No, the next one of the Bored Ape.
Jace. Hold on, man.
There should be the third one.
This
no,
one here, you think?
We've got 4. Yeah, sorry,
Okay.
the fourth one.
Yes. Oh, the fourth one. Sorry, man. Yeah. Okay, here we go. Showing a closer look of the canal there.
Yeah. So this is looking south of that area, looking back on that little island and that you can see in the distance, and it just gives more of a view of those pontoons running along the river there. So
Beautiful.
Jace, anymore?
no, that's all right. But yeah, I wanted to showcase this one as well. It looks absolutely amazing, but it just gives a different view, looking south from the Bored Apes, looking down into that tile. So
I will just spend a moment here. You know, I think when you see kind of the things where we got things done a little, you know, late and stuff, and we're kind of organizing things, you know, it's really because Jace and everyone else, I'll just speak, you know, you just want to make sure we get the best, and use every minute you possibly can leading up to this AMA. We didn't want to postpone it. Sure, the team could have used another week, but that's a disservice to you all. We said we were going to come to this stage on this date, and we did it. So pardon me on some hiccups here and there, but we'll get better.
No,
I'll get better.
Jace,
I'll get better.
There's another way of looking at it. Sorry, PJ. There's another way of looking at it, which is to say that every week, because we're so far down the line now on development, every week is another shed load of content which suddenly becomes viable and visible. And therefore, every day, Jace and Dave are like, oh, we've got this ready, we've got this ready, we've got this ready. So we're in a brilliant place where we need to decide what not to include rather than what, you know, it's that situation where just before the AMA, Jace and Dave were, here's another 10 pictures. And you're obviously trying to organise an AMA and put everything in the right order. And so it's just because we've got so much that's ready to show.
We've got a lot to, well, as you can see, we had a lot to showcase this AMA. So PJ throwing it all together and, you know, putting it in such an amazing presentation for you all. He does a fantastic job in the background, and it takes not just like a couple hours, like a few days to set something like this up. So absolutely fantastic.
I will get better. I want to keep getting better, guys. But yes, thank you guys.
To you, PJ. It's what I call herding cats as well. You've got 3 other personalities as well throwing stuff at you, and it's live, and you've got to react to each thing. So yeah, credit to you.
I'd say organized chaos is kind of what we got going on here at TCG World, right?
Yeah,
Lots of stuff happening.
It's brilliant.
Yes,
it makes it shows that it's real.
But Jace, kind of shifting gears a little bit, we've been hinting, we put on our socials about a potential new location on the map. And here we are.
I actually completely forgot about this, and it's actually it should be live now on the map already. So I wonder, I haven't seen anything in chat, so I don't think anyone's even noticed. So are we going to reveal this now, are we?
We're gonna do it now. Yes, let me
All
cue it
right,
up for
let's
you.
do it. Let's do it. I'm
Okay.
excited.
And here it is for folks. Go ahead, Jace. Let us know.
All right, so we have got Mythic Meadows, which is south of the east region there. So if you do own a plot in that area, yeah, you're going to be front and center of the new Mythic Meadows area. So
There it
this
is.
area here, for those that are still probably thinking, what is this Mythic Meadows and why is there a horse above it? Well, it's going to be the TCG World's main location for the horse racing. So very exciting there.
Yeah. Nice. Nice.
Yeah. And it's
We don't
something
have
that we've been holding back for quite a while. And,
exactly.
you know,
Yeah.
we got to have horse racing. So there we
Beautiful.
go. It looks like someone's taken a screenshot of it already.
There they go. Yes. All
Yeah,
right.
they're on it.
Mythic Meadows. Yes.
But
I
you
love
know
it.
what's really funny?
Hmm.
Yesterday Roy sent me a message saying, "Oh, can I do a Sprite report on the Mythic Meadows that's on the website?" And I'm like, "Oh, no!" It'd been there for about 4 or 5 hours, and no one posted it on chats. So. We had a little bit of a stuff up there with the devs, and it'd been on the website, yeah, for about 4 or 5 hours, and no one noticed it. Thank goodness. So we could
Thank
hold it back
goodness.
for a surprise.
Thank goodness. Yes. It made it. It made it to the AMA floor, and we got a great location here that had a bit of open
It's
space there, right between the airport and the golf. And
it
what a good
did,
location.
yeah. Yep. So, and it's just a perfect spot for a nice big open racetrack. So,
All right. So here we are. We've got the Mythic Meadows coming out now. And folks,
is.
if you haven't allocated over there, you might want to, no financial advice, but you might want to go take a peeky at that. So, Jace, we're kind of rearing to the end of the program here. And guys,
We
don't
are.
forget,
It's
don't forget,
what are we hitting
are,
on? Almost 2 hours stream.
yes. Yeah, we ran a little late at the beginning, but yeah, we're just up to
I
2
know.
hours here. Sorry, folks, running long, but as you can see, a lot to unpack, and I think you see it's been worth the wait. But Jace, just a quick for folks, we're kind of getting to the end of the program. If you want to qualify for that for the merch giveaway that we're doing, once again, I'm just going to do a quick public service announcement. Take the screenshot. You don't have to dox yourself. Take a screenshot watching the AMA, post it on our socials. Make sure you use those hashtags, and you will qualify, and we'll give away the winner's announcement in a later date. But that is still going on. You got a few more minutes here of this program to do that. Don't forget. All right, Jace, the port is a big thing, right? On the map.
Yes.
Yes.
It's important.
Oh, Jeez, John. So let me cue up the image for you, Jace, for everybody,
yep,
so we can start. So we can start to basically take in what we're talking about before we go to what is also shown in the materials as a video of the port. But here we are. Jace, let us know what we're seeing here.
All right. So as you can see, this is the new port. I don't think we've shown too much of the port. Only a couple images we've sort of snuck out on socials, looking from the left side of this image to the right. So this one is right out on the open side of the, I guess the pier area, looking back. Sort of, if you can see, I'm going to ask John and PJ if they can actually see something in the distance that is recognizable that we just saw earlier.
I can see on the far left.
I see.
That is
Yeah.
The
the
middle.
Bored Apes.
Oh, in the middle. Yeah, the
Aha.
board.
The board
Yeah, the
apes.
big statue, right?
Yeah.
Ah.
So where we were just before, we
it's
were
in the
looking
middle.
at, we were showcasing the Bored Ape area and that, but from the port, we're looking sort of like northwest, right? From the port area. And you can see the Bored Apes in the background.
Insane, that distance view. Wow.
Yeah. So the Bored Apes are there in the background, but as you can see, you know, we've got like the shipping sort of area, and then to the left you've got the docks So they'll be for sale. There are private docs. We've shown a couple images of them on socials earlier.
Yeah,
But
private
those,
doc pics.
yeah, there's plenty of doc pics right here.
Yeah.
But yeah, you can see that's more like your luxury sort of area. You've got where all your yachts and boats can dock, and then you can just see a ship in the background as well, a cruise ship, just to the left too. So it's really coming on. But let's take it away because we are very close near the end, and we've got a really, really good video that'll showcase this a little bit more, because obviously this image is showcasing a lot more of the open wide area, showing the entire dock. So you can see some of the plots in the background as well. They're sort of like leveled up as they go up on the hill.
Right.
So if you do own a part of the port, it's for me the port has been what's the word, John? Under
Underestimated.
Underestimated, yes.
Okay.
I think it's just been a hidden gem that we've slowly just, oh yeah, you've got the port. The marina has been like the talk of the town, of the map and everything, but now you've got
Undervalued.
this yeah, undervalued.
Yeah.
But now you've got this beautiful port down on the south side of TCG World. Yeah, so take it away. Let's go straight into the video.
Let's do it. Thank you, Jace. Okay, well, I mean,
wow.
The port, underestimated, undervalued is great words that we used earlier, because that is mind-blowing what is coming to focus here, guys. So, thoughts?
Yeah. Absolutely incredible, isn't it? And it really, truly captures a close-up of the port. And as you can see in the background there, if you're looking closely, you could probably work out and figure out where the plots are and everything. But yeah, it's just incredible. And you can see quite a few of those port docks as well. So.
All right. So, Jace, we are kind of at the end of the materials here. We do want to kind of bring up one more image as we do our closing remarks here. It's actually a really, really nice one. And I'm going to bring that up here real quick here for everyone. Let me just jump through it, please. 1 second. Yes, I believe we're here. Yes. Is this it here? Oh, you want to do 7. Okay, let me do 7 here. Sorry. There we go. We got 7 up. Beautiful. All right, there it is. Yes. Okay. So Jace, this is the main city one more time. Remarkable sunset, the big skyscraper tower. But yeah, any closing remarks? I do want to first start off by saying, though, Jace, before you do your closing remarks, is thank you very much for all of the freaking amazing work you guys are doing behind the scenes for us and building out this world to what is going to be an amazing, amazing product for people to take in. But Jace, please give us some closing remarks if you could.
Yeah, like we're continuing to build and develop, and as you can see, a lot of the stuff that we're building is quite time consuming. It's going to take a little bit of time to perfect it, but it's starting to come together. We've got Storm, we've got servers, we've got a partnership with Scale and everything. Everything is just sort of molding into our first alpha launch that's coming up within probably the next couple months. Alpha testers will be in fairly soon, hopefully near the end of next month or early May, and it's just going to be really exciting time just to see everyone running around and exploring this massive open world. It's absolutely huge, like 900 square kilometers. So yeah, hopefully everyone watching is going to just get excited and revved up, and now you've seen a little bit of a taste of what we've got. And we had a whole heap of images we could have shown, but we selected just a few just so we can showcase a little bit about what we're building. And yeah, hopefully everyone's super excited. And yeah, it's great to see what we've been developing over the last couple of years is coming into fruition, and it's in the right direction that we all want to see. So super
100%.
excited.
John, any closing remarks before we head out here and let the people go?
2 hours and 15 minutes.
What are you doing?
It's a long isn't it?
If anyone was to say we didn't show enough or we wanted to show more, yes, we wanted to show more. We actually thought we had about an hour and a half maybe, but as we've realised, we had so much more content than we originally planned for. Jace and Dave kept on throwing more and more content.
And we couldn't say no.
We couldn't say no. And you've seen it for yourself while we were on the AMA. Jace was saying, "Oh, but can you also do this? And can you also do this?"
Yes.
So what we're saying is we're probably going to be able to get out another AMA quite soon, and we'll hopefully have even more content stuff today that we've not had time to show. And it'll be even more developed because things are now just starting to land and bed in, as you say, Jace. And again, we've heard some loose dates as well today as to when the game will be ready for people to get in. So exciting times. It's going to be a very, very, very exciting 2024.
Yes, looking forward to it.
If you have not had enough, which I'm sure some of you are ready to kind of like digest this a bit with some of your colleagues, go join us in our main Telegram chat. It's right up here, t.me/TCG Gaming. Please join us up in there. We are going to have our voice chat opened up here momentarily for everybody to chime in and give us your thoughts and just have a chat, So I look forward to all you seeing there. Once again, for Jace Falkenberg, John Dixon, and myself, PJ Crypto, we're all thankful for you all to stay with us during this journey and this AMA. A lot to thanks, and I hope you all have an amazing rest of your day. This will be available on replay in the world for you all. If you didn't catch the whole thing, we'll have it in the world here for a period of time, and I hope you all enjoyed it. So again, thank you very much. And also don't forget David Evans, can't forget him as well, our CEO, on amazing content that he covered in the first half of the program.
And so many bombs that were dropped as well.
Boom, 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 boom. Yes, absolutely. All right, guys, I'll let you get back to your day, and we'll see you guys in Telegram. Thank you very much. Thank you. Bye-bye now.
See ya.